Okay, Libra, this is your reading for the week beginning 6th of April 2020. It's a general reading, taking a look at the energies affecting you right now. It might not resonate with all of you, there's a lot of Libras out there. But take from it what you need, and I hope it helps. Right, are you ready, Libra? Yeah, there's a real strong feeling at the moment that things aren't fair. Things just haven't been going right. It doesn't matter what you try, everything seems to go wrong. It kind of backfires. You may even be in a situation where you're arguing with other people or they're talking behind your back. But there's just a general feeling of injustice. The Two of Arrows is the energy for your life at the moment. This is what is behind it, whether that's a situation or a person. There's that feeling of, why me? Why is it all going wrong? These are dark times, Libra. This is, you're not happy with the way things are going at the moment, but this card is coming out to tell you that, you've got to face your fears. You've got to walk into it head on. It doesn't matter what life is throwing at you right now. You can't ignore it. You've got to deal with it. There's no way around it. You can't go over it, under it, round it. You've got to face it. You've got to walk straight up to him and punch him on the nose. Talk to people, deal with situations, stick your head down and rush through. You can't just ignore this. You've got to deal with whatever the situation is in your life at the moment. There's no sitting on the sofa feeling sorry for yourself. This is a card that's coming out to tell you that you need to take action, and you need to take it now. And I don't think you like doing that. You like things to stay the same. You like tradition. You like to know where you are. You like to feel in control. You're a bit of a control freak. And we've got the Nine of Stones here, tradition, and this is kind of where your thought process is at the moment. This is there's a sense that things have got to change. You've got to take a different approach. But you're kind of feeling like you want to just carry on doing the same old, because that's what you know and that's how you do things. And I don't think that's going to work for you at the moment. Now, I suppose Libra had to have balance. And yeah, this is all about taking a bit of time, think things through. You kind of feel like things have got to change. You've got to take a different approach. You've got to be more balanced. You can't just plod on the way you were doing. You've got to sort of spice things up a little bit. You've got to sort of balance things out. And I think you know that. As much as you don't want to have to change and do things differently, you kind of know that, this is important. Now, what drives the issue at the moment is the Queen of Stones. We've got the bear here, and she is strong and powerful and protective and a little bit sexy and interesting. And she's a really strong character to come out. And I suspect this is probably you kind of accepting that you've got to make changes, that you've got to shake things up. You can protect what you care about, you can protect the things you know, but you've got to take a different approach. And I think this is her saying that you know this, you've got to do something different, and you've got a lot of strength there to support you. It's not like you're doing this on your own. You've kind of got the shadow of the bear behind you every step of the way. You can do this, no matter how scary it is. You can do it. And it isn't going to be easy. you know, you've kind of got a struggle ahead. These are difficult times for a lot of people, so I'm not at all surprised to see cards like this come out fairly often. Everyone's finding it difficult, and I think no one's finding it more difficult than you, because deep down you're a very social person. You like to connect with people, and I think you're having to find new ways of doing that. And you don't like that. You don't like change too much. It is going to be difficult for you, but you know, you've kind of got everything there that you need. You can get through it. It's not a struggle that is never ending. You know, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and for once, Libra, it is not the lights of the oncoming train. Because, you know, you're going to get there in the end. This is all about rebirth, regeneration, a real cleansing state. And I think as long as you go through this process of dealing with the issues that you've got, you're starting out again at the end of it feeling quite fresh and rejuvenated. There's a lot of vitality in this card, and that's all available to you. But you've got to deal with these issues first. There's a lot of emotion here, and I think you're going to be quite sort of happy with that. Now, your fears here are the Eight of Stones, which is skill. And I think this isn't about skills you already have. It's about new skills, and you being unsure of them and not being certain where you can go with things. You kind of want to do stuff, you want to learn new things, you want to put your creativity to work, and yet you're feeling uneasy about it. And I'm here to tell you there's no need to. You need to sort of get on with it. There's no easier way to put it. You've got to get on with it. Just get on with whatever creative projects that you've got, and you're finding new ways to do things, and new drives, new passions. And it's a little bit unnerving, but it's going to be worth it. Most definitely is going to be worth it. Now, this is your hopes, your dreams. This is where you're heading in the future. And it doesn't get much better than that. You know, the sun. The sun of life. He's vitality, he's energy, he's health, he's summer, he's everything positive you can think of, and it's all there for you. You've just got to get over yourself, and it's all there for you. Now, I'm going to give these cards another bit of a shuffle, and we'll see if we can get some clarification and a bit more depth on this. But so far, Libra, it is really telling you that, you know, you've got to wake up and start doing things. Face your fears. We've got the Seer. And she's coming out with the Two of Arrows, with Injustice, and you know, she's telling me that you know what the problem is. You can trust your instincts, you can get to the heart of it, you know who or what this issue is. She's there, she's got the knowledge, the wisdom to help you get through it. You've just got to listen to her. Trust your instincts. Trust that gut feeling. Go with your heart. It's all there. You can walk away from this unpleasant feeling here if you trust what she's telling you. And again, we've got the Archer, which is all about focus, and he's coming out with Mr. Grizzly here. You've got to focus on those problems, those things you're scared of, those things you don't want to face. You need the energy of the Archer to help you through it. You know, work out what you need to do and do it. You know, take the time to sort out a plan and work your way through it. Because his energy is there to support you, it's there to help you. whatever problems it is you're facing, you're not doing it alone. This is a key theme here, that, you know, there's support there. And that support, I think, for the most part, is your inner self that you're not listening to. Now we've got the King of Vessels, the Heron, and he has a tendency to be a bit too rigid, especially as he's coming out with tradition here. You know, you're very set in your ways at the moment, or possibly you're dealing with someone else who is very set in their ways, but I think it may be you. You don't want to let go of what you know, what's familiar, and I think you're going to have to. It's time to move forward. The Heron's telling you it's time to move forward, in a very calm and resolute way, but you need to let go of what's holding you back in the past. Yeah, you've got changes coming. We know you've got changes coming. You know, you know it, and you can balance those changes. You know, it's not going to run away with you. You can still keep the things that mean a lot to you. You can still keep those traditions that you're hanging on to. You're just finding new ways to make them work for you, and I think that's where the change is coming from here. You're looking at new methods. And the Page of Vessels, the Otter, he's the dreamer, the visionary, he's the one with all the ideas, and she's the one with all the strength and the spark, and the two of them together, they're driving you forward. This is your motivation, this is what's pushing you into the future. There is so much energy here, so much passion, all these real driving ideas that are you're not going to be able to ignore. As much as you want us to cling on to what was before, these new ideas, they're going to take you somewhere. That's what's moving you forward. And you're being told to look at it in a different way. Look to find a clever, crafty way of doing things. It might not be a smooth path. It definitely won't be a smooth path. But the Wren, she kind of bumbles along, but she always gets where she's going, and sometimes she uses her ingenuity in a way that you wouldn't have expected, and that's what you're being encouraged to do here. You need this youth, this vitality, this inspiration that she brings to get you through the struggle there. And, you know, she's got some good ideas. You have got some good ideas. Pay attention, listen to them. And we've got the World Tree. So, yeah, you're coming full circle here. You know, you're tying up loose ends. You're moving into a new phase of your life. You know, everything is regenerating. You've got rebirth, new growth. It's all coming here. It's just that you've got to get past this blockage you have of not wanting to move forward, not wanting to change things. You've got to find a new way of doing things, because it is all working out for you. You just can't quite see it yet. And yet, when you finally have the courage to explore these new talents, new skills, to learn new things, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love every minute of it, because you know deep down that you're not really happy unless you're learning new stuff. You've got this thirst for knowledge. You've got this creative desire that you have to let loose. You're just scared to at the moment, and there is absolutely no need to be scared, because, you know, we've got a coming together of like-minded people celebrating and enjoying life, and this is all stemming from these skills and talents that you have. And you kind of you've got a warning here. You know, I think sometimes maybe your dreams are a little bit too big. You're being a little bit unrealistic, because you've actually already got everything you need. Things might not look like it sometimes. It might seem like everything is going wrong. You know, the whole world's gone a bit crazy at the moment, and things are going pear-shaped for a lot of people. But you've still got the important things. The important things are there. You're just not seeing it. You're too blinded by everything that's going wrong at the moment. You're too blinded by your fears, and you're blinded by your struggles, and you're not really seeing the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is that all this is waiting for you if you just put the effort in and try and look at things from a different perspective. So that's it for you, Libra. Please like and subscribe, and if you'd like a private reading, then look for details below.